You bring a unique opinion to the podcasting space, right? Gen Z boy back there popping in and shit. You popping for Roblox? Yeah, he popping in for Roblox. Hey, you notice what we established this week is that you possibly might be using Roblox
to gamble.
Cause you did spend a quick $20 in like an hour one day. Did you flip that money? You flipped that $20, and you ain't telling us you over there making money from Roblox. Oh, okay. Don't get corrupted. Oh, okay. Don't try to convince us. Why you whispering? You could talk. I'm just saying.
Did you see his form? Hold on. How you do?
What's the person that shoot with both hands? Ain't that ambidextrian? Why is he whispering? You know why he whispering? Yeah, there you go. Yeah, good job.
Ooh. You try to fight your parents. How dare you?
Well, we already established he a woman. He won't be a woman. You started it.
I Hoppo. This don't you hit Miss Sophia.
Who Miss Sophia?
The color purple.
Oh, I'm so
when
slow.
He was like, you told Hoppo to beat me? I kill him dead. Oh man.
You Hoppo.
He Hoppo and whoever. You twerking.
We supposed to have been started this podcast. We sit here going down Remy and Iron and shit.
You going down some music I want to hear. Hey. That's just disrespectful. Very.
I wasn't trying to be disrespectful.
Very, very disrespectful.
Why would you think that?
But happy Valentine's Day if that's what you want.
Okay, last night we went to see Backyard, Black Alley at Kennedy Center.
Yep.
And there was a lot that I did not know or I wasn't informed about until I felt like I got in the Kennedy Center. Like I wasn't really aware that Trump had put himself on the board and he had gotten rid of everyone that was on the board previously. And from doing some research, I then was able to find out that that is customary, that each administration that comes in will replace and put people in. But I also thought it was a little weird at some of the names that I saw on the people that he put on the board of directors. And one of those people was J.D. Vance's wife. She is one of the board members. Now, listen.
That's the vice president.
Yeah.
Okay, I was about to say vice president.
Now, what's more interesting is, what if he finds, let's say, old Cheeto finds the time and feels like the name of the Kennedy Center should be the Trump Center. Meanwhile, he put one of the family members on his a part of his campaign, and he's a part of health and whatever is it? What is it? God, what is it called?
What are we talking about?
We talking about the Kennedy Jr.
The Kennedy Jr.
Yeah, the Kennedy Jr. Want me to say it again? Where the hell are you going?
I need tissue.
Oh my God! Didn't I tell you to get this together before we
and then I tell you I don't give a fuck.
Okay. Y'all heard that here first. She don't care about what her husband said.
My damn nose want me sitting there look like Roscoe with my nose running.
Anywho, he if he was to change the Kennedy Center's name, how do you feel about that, dude? That's a real question.
Isn't that a historic landmark?
That's what it is. But I don't. Yeah, you're right. We've seen stranger things with this president, so over the last month, so anything's possible.
It ain't even been a month yet.
Right. He went into office on the 20th, right?
Yeah.
All right, it's about to be a month.
It ain't a month yet.
February 20th is right around the corner.
But it ain't here yet.
Anyway, I didn't want to get into politics things. I just thought we had a good time at Kennedy Center. and Backyard and Black Alley did a great job.
That's the type of party you want, though, where you can listen to go vibe out in the air,
in the presence
in the AC,
of white people,
baby.
that's serving you.
You ain't gotta worry about being hot, sweaty, like wanna to vibe, to shake it, to pop it. When I was popping it, did you smell me?
Anyway, I'll tell you this. I'll tell you what was more interesting for me was, I didn't realize how good Black Alley was. I think I've heard them before. I think they had like a single that was on the radio, but I didn't anticipate seeing one female kind of do all the vocals and kind of control the crowd the way she was. She did an amazing job.
Yeah.
You know, she did an amazing job.
I wouldn't mind seeing them again.
Yeah. Would you pay to see them by themselves though?
Black Alley?
Yeah.
From what she did, yeah.
Yeah. And for her to be able to do something like that, you got to have an amazing band. And boy, did they show how good they was.
What?
What?
And the sign language interpreter was in the man.
Yeah. I felt like anybody could have did that shit. What did I say? I feel like anybody could have did that. But he was over there getting it. He was breaking a bean sweat.
Yeah.
I don't know, man.
It was a vibe.
I really enjoyed a good time. But she gonna try to end the daggone show with trying to measure up us going to the game and seeing them versus what she purchased these tickets for.
What I said was, if we would have bought tickets to the Wizards game just to do the concert like we did to see 2 Chainz and who else did we see?
Yeah, we would have paid like $100 a person.
And not even get a full 20 minutes.
Yeah.
So
I agree with you, and I appreciate that. I think that's why over the years our times where we actually go out and celebrate one another has been so unique because we haven't felt the need to feel like we need to go. We could still go above and beyond, but do it on a budget and where it's reasonable. Also understanding that we got a life to live the next day.
I mean, but it doesn't mean necessarily that, like, the ticket purchase was last minute.
Yeah.
It was. It wasn't
something we did.
I guess because we've been together so long, it's not like Valentine's Day, like, we have to go out. We have to go to a restaurant and stuff.
We did that.
We, like...
Oh, God, we did that.
First, 10 years of dating?
Yeah.
That was, like, a must type thing. Like, now, it's like, oh, yeah, it's Valentine's Day. Hey, what you want to do?
Yeah.
What you want to do?
And I'm also not mad at the people that still 20 years and still celebrating each other big. But I'll also tell you this, like, if you take one day out of the year and you shower your partner with gifts and whatnot, I would also ask you, what are you doing the other 363 days of the? I mean, 64.
But it's not to say that, because you have people who shower their loved one, their spouse, their side piece, whoever, daily, and then you have people who do it, spur of the moment. Then you have people who are just bigger at doing things on the holiday, if that makes sense.
Mm-hmm.
Like, if I was the type of person that probably likes flowers, he'd probably buy me flowers every other day.
Yeah, I would.
But I don't like flowers. But if I was that type of person and he just decide, okay, I buy her flowers every other day, on Valentine's Day, I'm going to do something different. And I'm just going to buy
a whole room of flowers.
Yeah, type stuff thing. Yeah. But
I'm about time and what we can do with that time. Like the day before we went to the arcade place, that was a place that she really, we should try this. And we went in there and we had an amazing time.
We did.
An amazing time. I mean, Gen Z boy wasn't too happy about it. But the parents was.
We had a good time.
Yeah.
It's just not fat friendly.
No.
But
it is
we had
not.
a good time.
You got to get those booty cheeks in there. I'm serious, but
But we was even plotting like if we don't do nothing, it'll be a fun time. Sleep.
Yeah. But see, that's the thing though. I don't think that's about age. I think it's just like
kick it in the bed, find something to watch. Yeah. Ooh, shit falling out of his mouth. Find something to watch, chill.
Yeah.
Fall asleep. Wake up, look over. We good?
You good?
All right.
You hungry? What we gonna eat?
Get up, go back to sleep.
Yeah, man. I appreciate my wife though, man, because like it really do be the little things. Like I really got excited for the gifts, and and again, I don't come out with a laundry list and be asking for 1,000 things. I'm not a beggar or whatnot.
Man, some t-shirts.
Oh man, it made my day because she know I ain't about to go to the store and do it. You feel me? Like
t-shirt, drawers. Yeah.
I was telling somebody, I think, one of my coworkers didn't know if he was gonna get paid for Valentine's Day, and I said, man,
huh?
Yeah,
paid.
Yeah, paid. Yeah, and I guess he had some plans that he wanted to do with his wife.
Okay.
And I said, man, do you have the type of wife that you feel the need that she can't wait a couple days and understand your situation? And he kind of in so many words told me, but then he was like, he still didn't feel good about knowing that he wasn't going to get paid to be able to do something. And I made the statement not saying it related to him, but I was like, man, if Valentine's Day is your only day to really celebrate your wife, that person must be a shitty person. But I said it out loud, and I was referencing him, but we both was able to get a giggle out of it because I wasn't trying to be offensive. I was basically saying if your wife doesn't understand the situation and she's gonna feel some type of way that you're not able to do something or you didn't get her anything, not understanding whatever y'all situation is, then I mean you had a rough year, and you using Valentine's Day to kickstart something better maybe. That's how I was thinking it. But I think like, man, just getting like this comes with time, and it comes through like going through life with one another and also understanding your circumstances. Because I think too, because I used to be this way. Sometimes,
go ahead.
I think sometimes we men, we can try to, we'll have anxiety trying to go overboard when most times they don't even your women don't be wanting that. They just be wanting you to give from the heart. And we are the worst pre-planners too. So it's almost like, yeah, you might not got money for that day, but what was you doing with the money when you had it? And it never works out that way. It's always like, nah, I'm gonna wait till the last minute to do this. And then you wait till the last minute and you don't even live up to your own standards as it relates to giving. So that's why it's like, when you learn your spouse, you know what she likes and you know what he likes. And you should be good with that. I think social media sometimes sets a impression about a person's life based on what they're showing you on social media that they possibly might be doing. But you're not thinking the reality of it, or why do they feel the need to have to do all that? If they are showering their loved ones with love, and even if it's not modern
monetary.
Yeah. So that's something I've really been trying to work on over the years myself. It's not feeling like every single time I need to buy her something. And when I do, make sure I'm giving it from the heart and not just giving because I'm just trying to meet the quota of the day or something like that.
I've even told him I'd be excited now to the point is if he were to, and I get why he hasn't, because backstory. But I would have been surprised if he were to just one day cook. I don't care if it's just like the basic of his standard of just the point I don't have to go in the kitchen. I'd have been like, oh, babe. But I understand why he hasn't. But it's kind of like it's been so long. Like, why not? So
that's not true. I just made her quesadillas. I just made you quesadillas.
Not from you making quesadillas from scratch.
I made it from scratch.
No.
I went in the refrigerator, got the meat,
I made
the bread stuff. What is it?
The tortilla.
Yeah, the tortilla, and put it on the oven, and I made it together.
I get to that, and I appreciate that. I'm saying, like,
she being real judgy.
He had made one day. He called himself making some baked chicken,
and she scarred me ever since. You know how long ago it's been since I did that? At least over 10 years.
Yes, and it was like chewing gum. It was like bubble gum, and I was like, "What a bubble gum?"
But the crazy part is, I have actually over the last year I've went out to that grill multiple times and cooked.
Oh yeah, you've grilled.
I have been a contributor.
I don't know.
It's just not consistent enough for her.
No.
It's just not getting in that kitchen.
I want for him to be like, "Babe, dinner's ready," and I ain't have to do nothing.
I'm gonna tell you something, right? One thing I think about our relationship is I am a very strong. I'm a very strong component. Is that component of a person doing what they're better at? And I say this to say, she dropped the kids off to school like a week ago, right? In my mind, I swear to God, the stuff that she made me for lunch, I didn't even know was in the fridge, right? I really had thought we had finished those turkey burgers, and I didn't see none of the utensils to make fried rice. She came in that joint and did all that in less than 30 minutes. I could never do that. And there were no dishes. That'd be my biggest thing. If you cook a big meal, right, you know the amount of energy that goes into cooking for a man versus a woman. I would be starving. I made French fries like 3 weeks ago, right? I ate my portion of the French fries while French fries were still cooking before I left the stove. I ain't got time for that. Listen, that is me not saying I don't want to do it or I don't know how to. Get your hand off that TV before it fall off the wall.
You don't trust yourself?
No. He didn't need to touch it either. Anyway, yeah, man. I ate them fries, man, before. She threw my train of thought off. I ought to mollywop you, Gen Z. Dude, I was on my way to something like, don't hit that even with your foot.
Freeze.
I love you.
Someone says freeze.
Yeah, man. It ain't. It's a process with cooking, dog. I can't, like, all that goes into cooking. She just does more efficient than I could ever do.
Someone says you can
and the beat was so crazy about it. It's been like that since day one.
I should have never made them chicken strips and French fries.
It's been like that. Every man wants a woman that can cook.
That's not true.
Shoot, you need to. The cost of food. Right? He know.
I said, like,
if you can't cook, you don't lost these Johnsons. If you can't, I promise you,
the car can cook.
It doesn't matter.
I'm bringing my son up that he ain't got to depend on a little floozy to feed him.
So you call yourself a floozy?
You know I was in the streets. You the one married her. That was your life choice. Like, that was something on the top of your bucket list.
So when I called her a hoe, she seemed like she was offensive. But she called herself a hoe. She want to be like,
how dare you?
Right? You not know. I didn't even think you was a hoe. You just.
You just.
You didn't see what he just did? Oh my God. Okay. So you heard him, but you heard him say my bad though. Oh, okay. That long as you know he did something.
What did you?
Yeah, he did. But anyway, I ain't about to, I'm just saying we got things that we're good at, And that's what it's about. Stop looking at me like that. All right, off of Valentine's Day. Anything else we need to talk about?
Did you enjoy your Valentine's Day?
I thoroughly did. Especially that seafood restaurant you took us to. Oh my God.
That was not a rest. We don't need to tell nobody. But
yeah, we don't need the niggas in there.
They be in there.
Yeah, we don't need no more. We don't need no more black people of our color in there. We can take the. No, we don't want you Latino. We trying to save y'all. We're not gonna give y'all up. We don't know where they be.
Hey, shut up.
I was sitting in there, right? I was counting them. I was like, boy, it's like 15 of them here. I wonder, are they all legal? Do they got their cards? And then I was thinking, like,
it was her. If y'all need me, I'm down here under the bar.
Yeah, and I remember asking you, where's she about to sit at? You said under the table. I'm like, but like where? Do she got a chair under there? She got her whole dude just sitting here trying to have lunch with her, and she gonna go under the bar and sit down and eat. And then she in a restaurant with Dunkin' Donut.
Oh my gosh.
Goof. That signifies a illegal immigrant.
Shut the fuck. What?
All right, let's move on. Let's move on. What you got? All right, so here we go. Some news is leaking from this sealed doc about Robert Brooks that was beat by the correctional officers while handcuffed in the infirmary.
What was leaked? The
rumor is from a source that at least 9 New York State prisoner employees to be charged in the death of inmate Robert Brooks.
Damn.
Remember they said that the last update we gave on episode 186 was, God, I'm all over the place. Anyway, 186 was that they had deemed it a homicide.
Right.
Now, I told you I found out a couple of days after that it was a sealed doc that's going to be unsealed on the day this podcast drops. Okay. So, but now they are saying at least 9 prisoner employees will be charged next week in a sealed indictment issued by a grand jury in the death of inmate Robert Brooks, according to a source familiar with the case. The indictment is scheduled to be unsealed in Unetta County Court on Tuesday, said the source. So they trying to make me pay for the rest of this joint, but we got the gist of it. They on their butt. And I know I saw more than 9 correctional officers inside that room, so that must be the ones that actually threw a blow, or they could actually threw a punch or kicked them. But that's a huge win, and I know that can't do nothing to bring back the family. I mean, bring back Robert Brooks to his family. But I hope though, as the process continues to unfold, there can be some change brought in that jail, and that some sort of peace comes to the family in this situation. You got anything?
That's
okay.
Sad.
Yep, that sucks.
But it is a good thing that it's actually being, productive and it's not lingering.
Yeah. So, from more story updates, and my wife said we was having a conversation we was just shooting the shits, where she said, I think sometimes we need to do more updates to stories that we talked about so people can kind of know about the outcome. So, many pods back, we talked about the Walgreens in Chinatown, D.C., where they had evidence to prove that managers were helping with the robberies.
Right.
So, there's updated that former Chinatown Walgreens manager pleads guilty in a series of inside job robberies. We're not going to give up their name, but the person was only 21, y'all. Washington, D.C., pleaded guilty today in U.S. District Court to her role in a series of 7 inside job robberies of the Chinatown drugstore where she was employed as a store manager. Now, my thing, I know people are wise beyond their years, but history has shown me that usually people that are that young and don't got nothing Ain't seen nothing, ain't experienced nothing, don't know how to handle power. And it can be not knowing how to handle power in multiple situations. I just don't know if I would have been the regional manager that decided to hire a 21-year-old manager to run my store. Man. You know, I don't.
It neither hit or it. It's the plot twist.
It gets sticky. So let's start messages. Here. The plea was announced. So she took a plea because she was not about to go down for the whole entire thing. So to take a plea must mean she started snitching. That's another thing 21-year-olds love to do. They love to do the crime, but they don't want to pay the time. So under her plea deal, she pleads guilty to 1 count of conspiracy to interfere with the interstate commercial commenced by robbery. The Honorable Who Gives a Crap scheduled sentencing for June 12th, 2025. So right in the heart of summertime when she thinks she about to shake her butt,
ain't no hot
she gonna be shaking her legs into them jail prison pants. You gotta shake your leg in them sometimes. You know, they be rolled up. She gonna be shaking her leg down in there. Right? And look, she is eligible for up to 20 years in prison and up to $250,000 fine. Now listen to me. That girl ain't got a dime. So you know she about to do them years in jail.
Man.
So here's where they explain exactly what happens. It's Teeter. I said I wasn't gonna say her name. Oh, like Harris Teeter. That's it. Teeter. And 3 co-conspirators devised
you ain't gonna say the name. It's public
to carry
records.
out armed robberies of the Walgreens store in Chinatown nearly once a month beginning July 2023, when either she or her co-conspirator was working. So her and another store employee. As the store manager, she knew the timing of cash transfers within the business. In each robbery, a masked gunman entered the store, forced an employee into the manager's office, or accessed the manager's office using a code provided by Teeter or her co-conspirator. The gunman then robbed the employees and fled through a rear exit. Her and her co-conspirator took turns pretending to be a victim manager on duty, knowing that the robberies would be captured on internal surveillance. Crazy, huh? The robberies occurred, and here is where they describe all the dates that they can prove. July 18th, 2023. August 2nd, 2023. September 2nd, 2023. November 10th, 2023. December 4th, 2023. I want to stop. What business is going to get robbed that many times and continue to get robbed? Okay, I'll continue. January 9th, 2024, and February 11th, 2024. She was present in the manager's office and pretended to be the victim of a robbery during July 18th, 2023, and January 9th, 2024 robberies. In response to the robbery, the Chinatown Walgreens hired the special police officers, and they continued to get robbed with the special police officers on duty, and they carried guns. So the Chinatown Walgreens hired armed special police officers to protect the business, and they still were robbed. So they say she was aware. Yep. They said she was aware that armed special police officers would be present during the robberies and that a co-conspirator robbed the officers of their firearms during the robberies that occurred on December 4th, 2023 and February 11th, 2024. I've went inside that Walgreens store a plethora of times. If my back is against if my back is at my 12, where can't nobody access my 12, how did you get robbed from your 3, your 9, and your, what's this? No, your 6. If my back is in my 6, how did you not see them coming to rob you from your 9, 12, and your 3?
They don't have no peripheral. And it was...
You know why they got robbed? Yes. Every time I went in there, chilling. Like they ain't have a gun on their hip. One girl, she was like this. on her phone.
Well,
so the plea agreement that she agreed to and admitted that the co-conspirator stole and split at least $28,983. 28. Listen to me. I know what that store was making, and I kind of can get close to it. I know how that money situation works.
So all they got was $28,000?
That, Sonia, they robbed us. That's a lie. It's no way. CVS is no longer there, so I can give up the numbers. CVS was making $24,000 a shift when they was in that same spot with one level. That store has 3 levels. You really telling me that's all y'all got? If that's all y'all got away with, it's a problem. Y'all bad thieves.
Well, that's clear.
Oh yeah, it gets clear. So I said
that is very clear.
She also acknowledged that she reviewed surveillance footage from August 2nd, 2023, robbery during which a co-conspirator briefly, and I said briefly, but I know he didn't briefly sit that gun there. He left it there. Briefly placed his firearm on a chair. Tita acknowledged that she sent a co-conspirator text message stating, "The video looks so bad. I don't know why he put the gun down, and he can't do it next time. I'm not gonna lie."
He can't do it next time. What?
Here's the problem. Her co-conspirators are, and I quote, "Keep in mind she is 21 and she is the ring leader."
Oh.
21, you guys.
21. Can you do something?
Male number 1 co-conspirator, 34.
She fucking him?
Male 2 co-conspirator, 25.
So
Female 3 co-conspirator, 27. But they left all the scheming up to a 21-year-old. 21, will you do something for me?
Okay.
Here's what makes matters worse. This case is being investigated by the FBI's Violent Crimes Task Force. Hey, y'all, I left out the part. I did leave out a part, right? Her house was raided.
Oh, snap.
When they raided her house, they found guns.
Ooh.
A loaded one, too.
Mm-hmm. Wait, but if you have a loaded gun, is it registered?
Yeah. Says they arrested her on February 22nd, 2024. During that search of her home, she was arrested. Law enforcement recovered a loaded Glock 45 pistol, loaded with 16 rounds of 9mm ammo. When I was young, I was told that the gun gets you 7, and for every bullet is an additional year in DC. So that tells you 16 plus 7. You tell me. You know your math?
23.
The starting mark is 20 years. I don't know how far she about to plead down to. A Glock 45 ain't nothing small to be playing with. You shoot someone, one shot is going to kill them. It's going to sound like a bazooka.
So, which
21.
one of those dudes' gun was it?
It was hers. It was in her house. They ain't say nothing about none of them dudes. She gonna take that.
You think?
Oh, she taking that. But I'm sure she gonna go down. She gonna go down swinging. She's snitching on everybody. All right, so they got Y'all, they got an amazing theory about food stamps. Americans on food stamps could be banned from buying bad foods and sugary drinks. Trump's USDA chief says. I felt like they took the crabs and stuff from. I'm just gonna skim through it because this is a lot. I read the whole goddamn thing. They basically saying we never take food out of hungry. They don't ever want to take food out of hungry children's mouth. No, they don't want to do that. But what they don't want to do is because this program has grown so large, especially in the last administration. Boy, I'm telling you, every single time they find issues, they are shooting at Biden. I think the supplement nutrition program grew almost 30% more than before. So under Biden, it went from whatever it was to 30% more than that. Say we really need to look at where the money is going and what is being spent on. Says, I look forward to working with Bob Kennedy to figure out, do we have the healthiest choices? So when the taxpayers are putting money into SNAP, are we okay with using their tax dollars to feed really bad food and sugary drinks to children, or who perhaps needs something more nutritious?
Are we okay with taking our tax dollars and paying y'all mofos that don't know what the fuck y'all doing?
Okay, this is what they say. The program cost was $112 billion annually, with benefits averaging at $211 per month. Where's Sway? I know Pookie and them, boy, they getting like $800 a month. So $211, y'all definitely got y'all numbers off. So I thought this was cool because this congressman, we've seen Cory Booker. I've seen Cory Booker a bunch of times. And normally when he's shooting shots, he does it in the most professional, most intentional. He's a senator from New Jersey. He's a Democrat. But he doesn't play the blue and red wall. He more looks at things that makes more sense. And Cory was thinking, Cory Booker, they did a bipartisan bill sponsored by the two of them would authorize a study of SNAP purchases to add improving nutrition security and diet quality to Congress declaration policy for SNAP. So that means every time you go to purchase, that system is going to be able to analyze whether the food is nutritious or is a bunch of BS. Because I see some of the carts where I know people about to use food stamps. And when you see that it's no fresh meats, no fresh fruits, it's a bunch of snacks, freezer foods, ain't nobody cooking. You go in Safeway and Giant, ain't nobody cooking.
You know the ones with the food stamps that can't cook versus the ones that buy the food stamps that can cook.
Yeah.
You can tell the difference.
But that had me thinking though.
Is it good?
Yeah, you brought these illegal immigrants into the country, gave them just a whole bunch of money for food stamps. Meanwhile, people like us who have 2 kids, I feel like we do decent for ourselves, but we ain't the richest people. You say we make too much to get food stamps, and then you tell us.
But it's the tax people dollars. They my dollars.
Yeah, if I'm giving my dollars, give them back to me so I can use them on food instead of having to use more money on food, even though I'm paying for other people to spend money on food.
Give me.
That's why I'm saying. That's why I'm saying. Why people mad at Musk? If he's gonna find ways to save us money and not also use that money for his own purposes, then I'm gonna run with it. I'm willing to sit. Look, ain't nobody about to sit here and lie to me and say, "Oh, inflation just started yesterday." I feel like things have been going up for over the last decade.
A dozen of eggs.
That dozen of eggs didn't just start getting expensive. It was already rising. I felt like you just talked about this in the summertime, how eggs was getting high.
Yes, but geez, a dozen of eggs.
What them chickens doing?
With the bird flu.
So that's what we playing for?
Sick ass eggs. Sick ass birds.
Somebody said whatever happened with the chicken flu. When they said there was a shortage on wings and legs, but no breasts. How y'all was able to get the breasts, but you say the wings were short? Everybody couldn't get wings. What happened to that? They be tricking us to get more money. They be playing with us.
Oh
But yeah, man, keep in mind, man, spend that them food stamps. Get up. Hey, look, if you gonna buy a bunch of bullshit, give it to us.
Go in my inbox. Slide in my DM. I'll buy your stamps.
Yeah, man, shit crazy. All right.
Oh man.
All right, so we don't talked about the robberies.
Why is it so spicy?
We don't talked about the prisoner getting beat up.
Did y'all see about the dude who got ate by the whale and spit back out?
Was he alive?
Yeah. The whale said, "Why is it so spicy?"
Yeah. The whale said that nigga stink. Like my ass. He also got offended. Got offended by that nigga smell. He was in the middle of the ocean kayaking with his father. And a whale came up and ate his ass. I saw that, but I think my intentions was to go back and look at it, and I never did.
Back out.
Shoot, he should count his blessings.
I'm telling you,
because most whales gonna keep it going. They gonna devour your butt and keep it moving.
The fact that he could not digest you.
Yeah, you must have stomped. Baby, you must have tasted bad.
You are anointed.
Got to be.
You must have stomped bad.
You must have smelled bad. That nigga spit you back out. You tasted terrible.
Spit it back out. Did you see the Saturday Night Live joint?
So I want to. I ain't seen it yet. I'm gonna go look at it. Don't tell me about it.
It was funny.
It was?
They did.
Oh, you had a bunch of stuff on there that I don't see on mine. So the whale spitting out was spicy?
Yeah, he spit his ass out because he was too spicy.
Oh yeah, I just seen this. I literally just saw this. I look at you. You be kicking butt. I literally had just saw this.
That shit was hilarious. So is Drake going to sue Saturday Night Live?
He having a terrible Sunday. Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, and Saturday.
What was the purpose of him having hoes
in different areas? Oh, I gotta play a song.
Oh, what?
I'm gonna play it in a little bit.
Get your hand me down. Everybody at the party playing those sounds. What we're playing here around. Certified lover boy, certified pedophile. Wop, 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 wop. I'm gonna do myself. Why you doing like? Ain't you tired? Try second chord and it's probably A minor. A minor.
Hey, Will Ferrell.
A minor.
Oh, man.
A minor. Real hot girl.
Hey yo, this is hilarious, yo.
Yes.
That's some hilarious shit, but no.
You gotta do the other one. They did the Doshi joint.
Oh yeah.
Oh, I like that. One, two, three, four. Tell a bitch hoorah. Step up in this bitch, tell a bitch hoorah. Up in your shit, up in hoorah. Took a midnight.
Hey yo, that's hilarious.
It is.
Hey, I love that.
Will Ferrell.
Hey, Will Ferrell gonna always be the guy, y'all.
Always.
But I was telling my wife, man, we be getting to those moments, right, where we be losing our greats, and we need to just cherish that shit. Cause that, hey, listen, what we get ready to get stuck with is gonna be crazy. Like the love that actors like Jamie Foxx, actors like Will Ferrell, actors like
Giselle.
Yeah, even some of our black guys that they put into their artistry ain't the same love you get from this acting crowd now. And unfortunately,
no, and some people it's just like a Will Ferrell.
They just
like,
looking for the money.
It's just genuine. Like that's just him.
Even Adam Sandler, you know, he keep the same bunch with him.
That's just like Will Ferrell gives like a you. What you see on camera is what you get off camera. Like, that's just, he gonna go with the shit. He'll be with your shit more than you said I was. Was it yesterday? When you was like, I was supposed to get
we riding in the car and I'd be like, man, her
it threw me off. Cause it was so random and I was thinking he was being serious and I was like, did you just like really process what you said? Cause I'm trying to like, what? When he really wanted me to just shoot the random shit back.
Yeah, like be ready to shoot the random shit back. That's what I mean. That's all.
Got it.
Hey, look, I ain't say that to try to star nothing with you. I just like be ready to shoot the random shit back. Like when I get to it, you get to it. All right, more celebrity news. SexyyRed says her boyfriend committed a robbery on Valentine's Day and gave her all the cash, calling it the most romantic gesture ever. So on Valentine's Day, she was explaining to the world that once upon a time, some dude that she was with when she was not a celebrity robbed somebody and gave her the money on a Valentine's Day and not this year's Valentine's Day. So the way that they will write things and try to set people up and walk you into the jail cell is crazy to me. So if y'all come out and the people who read and see things, hopefully you understood what she was saying and you did not misconstrue her. But I will also say, SexyyRed, I wouldn't say nothing. I don't know what the statute of limitation is on robbing people. And you just told them in the city that you live in, once upon a time, somebody you was dealing with robbed somebody. So if they never caught the person who robbed somebody and gave you the cash, you are now an accessory to a robbery. And you took the money and spent it, and you thought that was the most romantic gesture ever. And that's why I swear she going to have a long career. And it's going to end like most careers like hers end. On a RICO. Yeah, she laughed. What you laugh for? No, people not smart.
A long career.
People not smart. That wasn't smart. I mean, I get it.
Imagine what song she gonna be making at 40.
Listen, some stories are better left told on social media before you get popular. We don't need to know that some dude you was talking to. Now everybody trying to figure out what Pookie she was dating that robbed somebody. And the person that got robbed now said, oh, so that's who did it. Now they gonna come shooting at your dumb behind when you out with your baby, knowing that you spent the money that he robbed them of. And you just thought that was the sweetest gesture in the world.
That's shit.
Okay.
That's
we'll be seeing her case on YouTube one day. Okay, Keenan Ivory Wayans, Damon Wayans Sr., Marlon Wayans, Shawn Wayans, Kim Wayans, and Damon Wayans Jr. will be inducted into the NAACP Awards Hall of Fame. This
NAACP?
is what you just said. Ain't nobody ever said it right. Everybody always said AA. It says NAACP, and that's how I'm reading. I know it's an NAACP.
I'm just saying.
Hey, listen, this is the Hall of Fame that they should have been in. Every one of them. They are the most amazing. Hey, man, I ain't seen nobody dunk over a car in a long time.
It just got distracted real quick.
Yo,
that's what you about to do?
No, the last person that did it was Blake Griffin.
I said that this is what he's about to do.
And Blake Griffin dunked over a goddamn a Kia. Kia is always the sponsor of the NBA All-Star Weekend. But anyway, yeah, man. You can't be telling Pookie's business. Pookie probably didn't agree with you to tell that you got money from him for being when he robbed to make sure that you had a good Valentine's Day. He probably didn't want you to tell that story, but guess what? You don't care. You're just thinking about trying to make trend. You stupid trender.
Well, look, you gotta do stuff for content.
All right, but back to Damon Wayans and them. Yeah, they should have been already in the Hall of Fame, NAACP. Them, listen, every show they touch and create as a family. You might think right now that him and his son is the star of that Papa's show, but I promise you, behind the scenes, Kim is probably writing some of the stuff. Marlon, they all got some sort of, listen, they really work, they really multiply, they really work, and everyone is amazing. That as they keep going through their levels of the family that keep coming up, they just amazing. So I'm surprised this is way overdue. This should have been happening. Good for them.
Yeah.
Now let's talk about more celebrity news. While commenting on her emotional reunion with ex-husband Lamar Odom, Khloe Kardashian admits he was the right person at the wrong time. I think a lot of us go through that. A lot of people go through that. Like maybe this person was the right person, but man, dang, this is a tough time for me to be with this person.
Man, the thing with Khloe, when I say
that's why
what they give on the show, she has like the biggest heart. And no matter who she deal with, how the relationship ends, she's always still there to support them. Because what Lamar went through after their relationship,
he got it.
After their relationship, for her to still be there to help and support him go to rehab and, and all that stuff.
And he almost died.
Yeah. Like, to answer a phone call that comes randomly, you get what I'm saying? Yeah. And you living your life how you living it, to be able to say, okay, let me stop what I'm doing and be there. And she was there. Even with the Tristan bullshit and everything that happened or whatever. And then his mom died. And he has his disabled brother. She's there. So it's like, people like that don't ever get the props and the genuine, I guess, what you would say, like, love and affection that they deserve. Because they're so busy helping others that when they finally do take that time out to take care of themselves and do for themselves, and others may look at them being selfish in that moment, but that's the only time that they're able to actually enjoy themselves and get what they want. And I do believe if it wasn't for how bad the situation had got with Lamar, I could see them together.
Oh, okay. I agree.
And I honestly feel like if it wasn't for the show and how big they are and people trending, that's like a lot of people, they probably would still be together.
Yeah.
Because you have people who on day-to-day stuff that go through crap and, they take moments and then they end up back together. But when you're in that limelight,
I would almost say that Khloe might have been better for Lamar than Lamar was for Khloe. I think Lamar, specifically after he went through his ordeal, he could have used someone like Khloe, she already wasn't with him for his money and fame, because she was already famous. So the fact that everybody that she gets with, it just never works out for her. I mean, it sucks, because you're right. From the couple times I've seen her on the show, she's a giving person. And when you see cornballs like Tristan, you're like, why is she giving all her time to support him and whatever he got going on, when Lamar kind of just been chill and doesn't really... He reminds me of Scott. They just know their lane and they stay in their lane and whatnot. Even if his lane was doing drugs, he knew it and he stayed in. He's not out here looking to actually bring no bad publicity to the family. It's just like life was lifing, and that was his release at the time.
Yeah, that's why I say when it comes to being the celebrity things and the reality TV and what you was doing on a day-to-day that you was cool with in your regular life, and then when you try to do that day-to-day on public TV, and then you on social media and you reading the comments, oh, that's stupid, you dumb, you da da da, then you get that. Go ahead and do it in sign language. And you feel like you can be the best you now. So you like, okay, I'm gonna leave this situation, and now I'm going to grow a set, and do this and do that. Sometimes, I guess, I don't know, because I don't know. I've been with this one. So it's like, I don't know, my nose stuffy. But how do you come out of relationships and situations And is it not okay to take some time to yourself before going?
Is that the biggest? Could that be the biggest downfall of most celebrities?
That they don't give time to themselves.
They don't give themselves the time to kind of recover from whatever that situation was. That's what I look at it like, because I look at it like my girl, Megan Good, and her situation with the woman runner, the woman running from the woman, the staging stuff, and now the dude she was married with, he just got engaged. Like, you claim you love this girl so much and all this extra. It's just like, I do get though. I'll tell you this, right? When my wife leaves and goes out of town, I struggle sometimes. And you don't understand how important a person is until you don't got that person there. And sometimes that's true. Sometimes people just be needing that companionship. Sometimes that companionship makes the person be a better person, or I can accomplish more as long as I got you by my side. You may not necessarily be contributing a lot, but I feel like when I got you around, I'm 10 times a better man, a better person than I would be if I didn't have you. And I'm looking you right in your eyes and telling you that to your face.
Oh, you was telling me? I thought you was like a thought.
Oh, how sweet,
that's
honey.
That's so sweet.
Yeah, that's how I feel. High five it.
Oh, but I don't contribute.
No. You don't contribute to me standing my ass up for 8 hours at work. I'm just there on my own feet, hurting.
For me. Did you tell it?
And that is our part. We thank you for listening to episode 187 of MTMJ Podcast with the Wife. We appreciate you guys who've been rocking with us and staying with us on this journey. We hope that you continue to follow along. And if you choose not to, we
thank you.
Yeah.
For your service.
Make sure you like, listen, review, comment, share this podcast. Follow us on all socials. You know the hashtag, man. MTMJ Podcast with the Wife. And we out. Peace.